चैतन्य नमः। चैतन्य चरितामृत आदि लीला चैप्टर 7 सप्तम परिच्छेद। सर्वाश्रयो ईश्वरेरो प्रणवोदेशो
सर्वाश्रय ईश्वरेरो प्रणवोदेशो
तत्त्वमसि वाक्य हो वेदेर एक देशो
तत्त्वमसि वाक्य वेदेर एक देशो
प्रणवसे महावाक्यो करिया छादन
प्रणवसे महावाक्य करिया छादन
महावाक्ये करि तत्त्व मशिर स्थापन
महावाक्ये करि तत्त्व मशिर स्थापन
सर्ववेद सूत्रे करे कृष्णेर अभिधान
सर्ववेद सूत्रे करे कृष्णेर अभिधान
मुख्य वृत्ति छाड़ी कइल लक्षण व्याख्यान
मुख्य वृत्ति छाड़ी कैला लक्षण व्याख्यान
स्वत प्रमाण वेद प्रमाण शिरोमणि
स्वत प्रमाण वेद प्रमाण शिरोमणि
लक्षणा करिले स्वत प्रमाण ताहानि
लक्षण करिले स्वतः प्रमाण ताहानि
सर्वाश्रय ईश्वरेर प्रणव उद्देश तत्त्वमसि वाक्य हो वेदेर एक देश। It is the purpose of the Supreme Personality Godhead to present Pranava, Onkara, as the reservoir of all Vedic knowledge. The words Tattvamasi are only a partial explanation of the Vedic knowledge. Tattvamasi means you are the same spiritual identity. Pranava Mahavakya taha kori achadana महावाक्य करी तत्व मसीर स्थापन प्रणव ओंकार इति महावाक्य महामंत्र इन द वेदस शंकराचार्य's followers cover this to stress without authority the mantra Tattvamasi purport by Srila Prabhupada. The Mayavadi philosophers stress these statements Tattvamasi Soham, etc. But they do not stress the real Mahamantra, Pranava, Onkara. Therefore, because they misrepresent Vedic knowledge, they are the greatest offenders to the lotus feet of the Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says clearly, Mayavadi Krishna Aparadhi. Mayavadi philosophers are the greatest offenders, the Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna declares, Tanaham duisat kruran sansare sunaradhaman khipami ajasrang asubhan asurisu eva jonisu. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among mankind, are cast by me into the ocean of material existence, into various demoniac species of life. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter. Life in demoniac species awaits the Mayavadi philosophers after death because they are envious of Krishna. When Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, Manmana bhava mad bhakto madjaji mang namaskar. Engage your mind always in thinking of me, offer obeisances and worship me. One demoniac scholar says that it is not Krishna to whom one must surrender. This scholar is already suffering in this life and he will have to suffer again the next life if in this life it doesn't complete his prescribed suffering. One should be very careful not to be envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the next verse, therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu clearly states the purpose of the Vedas. Sarva Veda Sutre Kare Krishna Vidhan Mukhya Vritti Chhadi Kailo Lakshana Vyakhyan. In all the Vedic sutras and literatures, it is Lord Krishna who is to be understood. But the followers of Shankaracharya have covered the real meaning of the Vedas with indirect explanation. Purport. It is said, Vede Ramayane Saiva Purane Bharate Totha Adu Chante Cha Madhye Cha Hari Sarvatra Giyate. In the Vedic literature, including the Ramayana, Purana, Mahabharata, from the very beginning, Adu, to the end, Antecha, as well as within the middle, Madhyecha, only Hari, the Supreme Personality, Godhead, is explained. Swata Pramana Veda, Pramana Siromani, Lakshana Karile Suta Pramana Sahani. The self-evident Vedic literatures are the highest evidence of all. But if these literatures are interpreted, their self-evident nature is lost. We quote Vedic evidence to support our statements, but if we interpret it according to our own judgment, the authority of the Vedic literature is rendered imperfect or useless. In other words, by interpreting the Vedic version, one minimizes the value of Vedic evidence. When one quotes from Vedic literature, it is understood that the quotations are authoritative. How can one bring the authority under his own control? That is the case of principles of Stha. All right. Brahma Nirupana Sei Brahma Bruhatvastu Ishvara Lakshana
Sei Brahma Bhuvadvastu Ishvara Lakshana
Brahma Sabde Kohe Purna Soyam Bhagavana
Brahma Sabde Kaye Purna Soyam Bhagavana
Soyam ভগবান কৃষ্ণ শাস্ত্রের প্রমাণ
स्वयं भगवान कृष्ण शास्त्रेर प्रमाण
ভগবান সম্বন্ধ ভক্তি অবিধেয় হয়।
भगवान सम्बन्ध भक्ति अविधेय
প্রেম প্রয়োজন বেদে তিনি বস্তু কয়ে বেদাদি সকল শাস্ত্রে কৃষ্ণ মুখ্য সম্বন্ধ তার জ্ঞানী অনুসঙ্গে যায় মায়া বন্ধ তার মুখ্য গৌণ ভূতি গঙ্গা অন্যয় ব্যতিরেকে বেদের প্রতিজ্ঞা কেবল কহ এ কৃষ্ণকে কথা এ সম্বন্ধে বিশেষ আলোচনা আসিব এই চৈতন্য চরিতামৃতর মধ্য লীলারে ষষ্ঠ করেছেন। Here মহাপ্রভু শ্রীমন মহাপ্রভু says সর্বাশ্রয় ঈশ্বরের প্রণব উদ্দেশ্য তত্ত্বমসি বাক্য হয় বেদর এক দেশ। It is the purpose of this Supreme Personality to Godhead to present Pranava, Onkara as the reservoir of all Vedic knowledge. Pranava se Mahavakya Vedar Nidhan Purvur Kahach. All Vedas come out from Pranava. And Pranava is Mahavakya. Tattvamasi Vakya hai Vedar Eko Desha. The Tattvamasi is only a partial explanation of Vedic knowledge. It's not Mahavakya. It's not Mahavakya. Pranava se Mahavakya taha kori apsadhan. Mahavakya kori Tattvamasi ro sthapana. Mahaprabhu says, Pranava is Mahavakya, Mahamantra in the Vedas. But the Sankaracharya's followers cover this to stress without authority the mantra Tattvamasi. That's not correct. So with supreme authority, you understand? He says this. From whom this Guru Parampara, Acharya Parampara begins. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. From Acharya Parampara, bona fide Acharya Parampara begins from Krishna. His supreme authority. So that Krishna came as Acharya. Then he came as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He was doing Acharya Leela. So he was defeating now bogus philosophy, erroneous explanation, interpretations of Vedic evidence, and establishing the correct explanation or correct or pure philosophy as an authority. So this Tattvamasi is a partial explanation of Vedic knowledge. It's not Mahavakya. Previously we have explained, yesterday we had explained that thing. My revered spiritual master has said that thing in his purport. How these Mahabadi scholars cover up this Mahavakya, Onkara, Pranava, and in its place, they establish this Tattvamasi as Mahavakya, which is not Mahavakya, which is a partial explanation. Ekadesha, Pradeshik Vakya. You understand? So we have this evidence, pramana. What is the true bona fide parampara system? One should understand it. What is the bona fide parampara? Evam parampara praptam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says. They are stressed on parampara. The real knowledge, real philosophy comes down through this descending process, hearing process, Sauta Paramparjya, through the acharyas coming and bona fide parampara. Sampradaya vihina mantraste viphala mataha. Atakala bhavisanti chatvara sampradayino. Sri Brahma Rudra Sanaka Vaishnava Khiti Pavana Chatvaraste Kalubhavya Utkale Purushottamat. This is proof and prophecy given in Padma Puran and quoted by Baladev Vidyabhushan in Prameya Ratnavali. Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, a famous Vaishnava Acharya, who kept up the prestige of this Gaudiya Vaishnava, compiling this Govinda Bhasya. Do you understand? Govinda Bhasya of the Vedanta Sutra. Do you understand? He kept up the prestige. This Baladev Vidyabhushan. So he had quoted this evidence, authority, and from Padma Purana, and is plus it in his Prameya Ratnavali. So in Kali Yuga, there are 4 bona fide sampradayas. Sri Brahma Rudra Sanaka. Sri Sampradaya begins from Sri Lakshmi Devi, and Acharya in Kali Yuga is Ramanujacharya. He is bona fide Vaishnava Acharya. Brahma Sampradaya begins from Brahma, and Acharya in Kali Yuga is Madhvacharya. He is bona fide Vaishnava Acharya. Mahaprabhu accepted Guru from this Sampradaya, Brahma Madhva Sampradaya. So from Mahaprabhu, this word Gaudiya is added to this Sampradaya. Because Mahaprabhu was born in Gaudadesh. Therefore, this Sampradaya that begins from Mahaprabhu, do you understand? The Brahma Madhva Sampradaya is known as Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Still, this Madhva Sampradaya is there, still in Udupi. They are placed, Tattvavadis. They are known as Tattvavadis. Mahaprabhu made those Acharya. That Acharya, when he was traveling in South India, went to Udupi and met them. And Mahaprabhu had some discussion with them. And Mahaprabhu had pointed out the defect in their philosophy also. And why Mahaprabhu accepted this Sampradaya? He has said that thing in Chaitamrita, that he found something good. That because they are worshipping Gopal form, the Lord. Well, all. Kishore Gopal, Kishore Murti Madhurya. That. Another point is that in this Brahma Madhva Sampradaya, from Madhavendra Puri, the Srungara Rasa begins. And Madhavendra Puri is known as the root of the tree of Srungara Rasa. Therefore, Mahaprabhu accepted this Sampradaya. He took initiation from Ishwar Puri, the disciple of Madhava. So, then Brahmarudra, Rudra Sampradaya begins from Rudra Dev, Shivji Vaishnava, and Acharya in Kali Yuga is Vishnu Swami. You understand? It's Vishnu Swami. And this Vishnu Swami is a famous Vaishnava Acharya, and Sridhar Swami is the noted Bhagavad commentator. You understand? Comes in this Sampradaya, Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya. You understand? Mahaprabhu has accepted him. That day, we were discussing that thing. Siddharanugata karo bhagavata prakhyaan. Siddhar Swami Guru Karimani. When he was telling this thing to Balvacharya. That they were discussing that thing. And Mahaprabhu accepted. This Siddhar Swami. Siddhar Swami is a famous Bhagavad commentator. If someone will explain Bhagavad, he must explain Bhagavad under Siddhar Swami's guidance. Because this Siddhar Swami comes in this Sampradaya, Vishnu Swami Sampradaya. Then Sanakapa Kumar Sampradaya begins from for Kumaras. Acharya is Nimbarka Acharya, Nimbaditya. These four Vaishnava Sampradayas. In their philosophy, you should understand. So, these four famous Acharyas, Vishnu Swami, Nimbarkacharya, Ramanujacharya, and Madhvacharya. Out of these four, the Vishnu Swami and the Nimbarkacharya, exactly when, in what century they appeared, up till now, is not ascertained, correctly ascertained. Do you understand? Ramanujacharya appeared in 12th century and Madhvacharya appeared in 13th century, latest Acharya. You understand? And these four Acharyas have their philosophies. You understand? And the philosophy of Vishnu Swami is known as Suddhadvaitavada. You understand? Gopinath. The philosophy of Vishnu Swami is known as Suddhadvaitavada. And who is the Adi Vishnu Swami? Number one Vishnu Swami. He propounded this 108 sannyasi names. You understand? 108 sannyasi. Those who take sannyas, they should accept one hour sannyas, he gives a name that comes from this 108 names. You understand? Therefore we say Ashtottara Sata, 108. Ashtottara Sata. You understand? Means 108 names. The name of my Guru Maharaj is Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. This Swami comes in 100, one of the names of 108 names. You understand? The name of his Guru is, what is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. The Saraswati is one of the names of the 108 names. Do you understand? Of these 108 names, Shankaracharya, do you understand? This Mahabad group school, they took only 10 names. Only 10 names. So they are known as Dasanami Sannyasi. We are known as Ashtottara Sata, 108 names sannyasi, Vaishnava sannyasis. And Mahabharata sannyas is known as Dasanami sannyas. Their sannyas names come within 10. Giri, Puri, Bharati, Tirtha, Aranyaka, Saraswati, like this. Do you understand? And case of Bharati, that comes Giri, Puri, Bharati, Tirtha, Aranyaka, Saraswati, like 10 names. Do you understand? But Vaishnava sannyas names comes 108 names, like this. So, this Vishnu Swami introduced this thing, 108 names of sannyas names. The philosophy of Vishnu Swami is known as Suddha Dvaitavada. You understand? Suddha Dvaitavada. And philosophy of Shankaracharya is known as Viddha Dvaitavada. Suddha Dvaita, Viddha Dvaita. You understand? The philosophy of Vishnu Swami is known as Suddha Dvaita, whereas philosophy of Shankaracharya is known as Viddha Dvaita or Kevala Dvaita. You understand? And philosophy of Ramanujacharya is known as Visishta Dvaitavada. You understand? Philosophy of Ramanujacharya is known as Visishta Dvaitavada. And Ramanujacharya appeared in middle part of the 12th century. You understand? And philosophy of Nimbaditya or Nimbargacharya is known as Dvaita Dvaitavada. You understand? It's known as Dvaita Dvaitavada. And philosophy of Madhacharya is known as Suddha Dvaitavada. You understand? Suddha Dvaita, no Advaita. You understand? And Madhacharya appeared in 13th century. Mahaprabhu appeared in 15th century. You understand? So in Madhacharya philosophy you'll find there is no tinge of Advaita. You understand? Suddha Dvaita, no Advaita at all. But in philosophy of other three acharyas, there is Dvaita and Advaita. Some mixture. Do you understand? So, though these four acharyas are accepted as bona fide Vaishnava acharyas, still in their philosophy there is some little difference regarding Dvaita and Advaitavada. You understand? Try to understand this thing. It's a philosophical question. Very, very deep philosophy. Do you understand? So that verse from Padma Purana says, Chatvaraste kalu bhavya utkale purushottama. This part is most important. So in Utkal Khanda Purushottam Khetra, this Puri, the philosophies of these four acharyas will be united. And one united philosophy will come out. And that will spread throughout the world. That was prophecy 5,000 years ago. Padma Purana was written 5,000 years ago by Vyasdeva. And that prophecy came true. When Mahaprabhu appeared in 15th century, took up sannyas, came to Purushottam Khetra, Utkal Khanda Purushottam Khetra, and met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, a great stalwart in Shankar philosophy. And he had discussion with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya on this Vedanta Sutra. As now he is discussing with it in Kashi with the Prakashananda Saraswati. You understand? Similarly, he had discussed. And at that time, Mahaprabhu gave this philosophy, Achintya Bheda Bhedavada. Do you understand? Achintya Bheda Bhedavada. And Madhacharya is incarnation of Vayudev. Do you understand? Trutiya Maruti Tanu, it is said. Trutiya Maruti Tanu. Third incarnation. Huh? Third incarnation. First incarnation is Hanuman. Second incarnation is Bhimsen. Third incarnation is Madhacharya. Trutiya Maruti Tanu. It is said. Do you understand? Very strong and stout. Hanuman is strong and stout. Bhimsen is so strong and stout. Madhacharya is very strong and stout. His incarnation by them. So, with strong, is very strongly. Huh? What you say, very powerful he was. Powerful force. He condemned Dvaitavad. Do you understand? Completely. You understand? He cut off Dvaitavad. Not Dvaita. I am saying completely condemned Advaitavad. Not Dvaita at all. It's only Dvaita. You may see his figure. He has raising hands, straight. 2 fingers. It's 2. Do you understand? It's Dvaita. It's 2. Not 1. Not Advaita. Completely eradicated Advaitavad. You understand? So, his philosophy is known as Suddha Dvaitavad. You understand? Suddha Dvaitavad. It's completely eradicated Advaitavad. But according to correct philosophy, is complete Dvaitavad is not correct, and complete Advaitavad is also not correct. You understand? It's not correct. There is Dvaita, also Advaita. Do you understand? It's not complete Advaita is not correct. Complete Dvaita is also not correct. Therefore, Mahaprabhu, as supreme authority, gave this philosophy. Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. Achintya, inconceivable, one and different. This is the combination of these 4 philosophies. Do you understand? Combination of the 4 philosophies. Suddha Dvaita, Visishta Dvaita, Dvaita Dvaita, and Suddha Dvaita. This is a combination of 4 philosophies. Achintya Veda Vedavad. That is this sublime philosophy, latest and authoritative. No more philosophies than this. And that is now spreading throughout the world. And that prophecy was given 5,000 years ago. That's true. It's proved. So Mahaprabhu is now establishing this thing. So, I was saying this thing. This Madhacharya was an eminent Vaishnava, one of the eminent Vaishnava acharyas. He explained this Tattvamasi. Do you understand? He explained this Tattvamasi. Sakhyat Tattvanamiti Veda Visoye Vakyastu Jadavartate Tunyartham Kurute Sokiyamata Vibhede Arpayitva Mating Tatchando Vayameva Vedakiyaha Tvang Totraha Vedyojataha Sasthilopamito Tomeva Nahi Tadvakyartho Etadrusaha. Do you understand, Gopinath? Huh? Backbencher. Where backbencher? Gopinath is becoming backbencher. Huh? Come forward. Or backbencher. How can you become student of Vaishnava philosophy? Unless you understand this thing. Be a front bencher. Why backbencher? Front bencher. Huh? Vaishnava Acharya, forcefulness, must strength. defeats all bogus philosophy, establishes true philosophy. Breaking the teeth, Vedanta, toothless. Story we say, breaking the teeth, Vedanta, no teeth, Mahabharata is broken. You understand? That's Vaishnavacharya. Yeah? So, Madhacharya has explained in this way, Tattvamasi. That means, this Mahabharata say, Tat Tvam Asi. You are that. Tvam means you. Huh? Asi means are. Tat means that. This is the meaning of Tattvamasi. They give. You are that. That means, oh Jiva, you are that Brahma. You understand? So aham. Aham means I. So means that. I am also that Brahma. I am that Brahma. You are that Brahma. All are Brahma. No difference. That means they say there is no difference between the Jiva and Brahma. Brahma means they say Supreme Lord. There is no difference between the Jiva and Supreme Lord. This is the explanation. You understand? So, aham tattvamasi. Tattvamasi. And they say this tattvamasi is Mahavakya. But Mahaprabhu has Supreme Lord said, no, it's not Mahavakya. Pranama is Mahavakya. Vedana Nidha. Pranama is Mahavakya. Tattvamasi, Ekadesa Vakya, partial understand. Do you understand? Now he established. Huh? So, Madhacharya explained this thought as to Sanskrit grammar, it's Abhaya-pada. You understand? What is it? Abhaya-pada. But Tattvamasi, Tat, ki pada sida? Ki pada Tat sabda? Abhaya? Na sarvanam. ये सर्वनाम व्यवहार କରୁଛନ୍ତି सर्वनाम ଚାଲି ଆସିଲା yes ସେମାନେ सर्वनाम ଅନୁସାରେ explain କରୁଛନ୍ତି you understand this Sanskrit grammar you understand originally this thoughts this word is abhaya you understand abhaya pada you can't understand read grammar Sanskrit grammar is grammatical question. Do you understand? It's a grammatical question. But they put it as sarvanam pada. Pronoun. In English we say pronoun. Noun, pronoun, noun, visheshya, pronoun, sarvanam. Then adjective, visheshana, adverb, Kriya Visheshana, then verb, Kriya, then Abhaya. Isn't it? Keta pada tumhara? Kaun kaun? No Sanskritar keta mo? Karta, na visheshya visheshana sarvanama abhaya etita kon ne visheshya visheshana sarvanama kriya abhaya panchta na ne kaita pada the Sanskrit pandit you don't know 5 panchta padati ଇଂରେଜୀରେ 8ଟା ନା ମୁଁ ସଂସ୍କୃତ କଥା କହୁଛେ ସଂସ୍କୃତରେ କେଇଟା 5ଟା ବିଶେଷ୍ୟ ବିଶେଷଣ ସର୍ବନାମ କ୍ରିୟା ଅବ୍ୟୟ 5 In Sanskrit, these are 5. Noun, Visheshan noun, Visheshan adjective, Sarvanam pronoun, Kriya verb, then Abhaya is conjunction. You have in English conjunction, what is that? Preposition, conjunction, preposition, that comes, is 8. 8 in English, but in Sanskrit it's 5. This question of grammatical question. Do you understand? This thought, they categorize it as sarvanam, pronoun. But Madhacharya said, no, that's not correct. Thought comes under abhyapada. That's a, what is it? Preposition. This comes under preposition. Abhaya. Do you understand? Or conjunction. Do you understand? Comes under conjunction. Preposition or conjunction. Abhaya. According to grammatical rule, it's originally tasya. Sashti vibhakti anta. Tasabda abhaya. Or tasya sashti vibhakti lop heichi. Lop heikri tot heichi. Do you understand? It's according to grammar, Sanskrit grammar, is tasya, this sashti vibhakti, and sashti is verbal, what is it? In English, I don't know. English grammar, Sanskrit grammar. That vibhakti is understood here. So, the tasya has become thought. So, originally, tattvangasi means tasya tvangasi. Madhacharya said, it's tasya tvangasi. It's not you are that, you are his. You understand? You are his. As my Guru Maharaj says, you are the same spiritual identity. And Madhacharya says, you are his tasya tvangasi, you are his. That means you are his servant. You are the servant of that Brahma. Not you are he, not you are that Brahma. Do you understand? Understood? Madhacharya said like this. Then again also you'll find, again you'll find this discussion. This is some summary discussions, summarized. In this Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 6th chapter, you'll find detailed discussions. You understand? Mahaprabhu's discussion with the Prakashananda Saraswati, Mahabhadis. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 6th chapter, you'll find. Mahaprabhu says, what you say Brahma, what is that Brahma? They say, you are that Brahma, I am that Brahma, all are Brahma. You understand? And what is that Brahma? Then Mahaprabhu says, Veda Purane kohe Brahma nirupana, say Brahma Brahmastu Ishwar Lakshana. Mahaprabhu, as supreme authority, says, in all Veda Puranas, the Brahma has been described. And what is that Brahma? Brahma Brahmastu Ishwara Lakshana is Parameshwara, Parabrahma. Brahmantas Brahma iti nigadyate is the Brahmastu. You understand? Very great. That Brahma is Parabrahma, Ishwar Lakshana. Brahma sabde kahe Purna Swam Bhagavan. Swam Bhagavan Krishna Shastra Praman. Mahaprabhu Supreme Authority says, Brahma means here, Parabrahma, Swam Bhagavan is Krishna. Swam Bhagavan is Krishna. But you are not Krishna and I am not Krishna. Krishna is absolute, one without second. Do you understand? How you will be Krishna and I will be Krishna. No, we are his. We are his servants. We are partial and say part and parcel of that Brahma, Parabrahma. You understand? Mahaprabhu said that thing. Swam Bhagavan Krishna Shastra Praman. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. In all Vedic literature says Krishna is Bhagavan. Krishna is Parabrahma, Supreme Brahma. You are not that. I am not that. You understand? Our Jiva is his part and person and his eternal servant. Bhagavan Samanda, Bhakti Abhidaya hoy, Prema Prayodhana, Vede Tini Vastu. There are three tattvas in Veda. Samanda tattva, Abhidaya tattva, Prayodhana tattva. Isn't it? Huh? You understand? Three tattvas. The samanda means relationship in English. And abhidaya, bhakti. Prayojana, prema. Do you understand? Samanda, abhidaya, prayojana. So samanda Krishna, abhidaya, bhakti, prayojana, prema. You understand? Vede tini vastuka. In all Vedas, the three tattvas are there. Vedadi sakala shastre, Krishna mukhya samanda. You understand? In all Vedic literatures, Krishna is the only relationship. Chief relationship, mukhya samanda. You understand? Tar jnane anusangye jaya bandha. If someone can understand Krishna, then he will be completely free from Maya. Jai Krishna Tattvaveta, say Guru hoy. You understand? Mahaprabhu. Jai Krishna Tattvaveta, say Guru hoy. Who knows Krishna Tattva is Guru. And he knows Krishna is the chief relationship. And all are related to Krishna. Isn't it? One who understands this tattva, he is free from Maya. Maya bandha. Mukhya gauna vriti kimba anya vyatire vedara pratigya kevalo ohe Krishna. Whatever way you may say, mukhya or gauna, primary or secondary, chief or secondary, अन्वय or व्यतिरेक. All the Siddhantas of Veda speak of Krishna. You understand? As my Guru Maharaj has quoted here. Vede Ramayane Saiva Purane Bharti Tutha Adu Chante Samadhye Cha Hari Sarvatra Giyate. In all Vedic literature, including Ramayana, Purana, Mahabharata, from Adu in the beginning, at the end, and in the middle, wherever you will see, only Hari, Supreme Lord Hari, is described, nobody else. And Krishna also said that thing in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sarvaicha Veding Angeva Vidya. In all Vedic literatures, I am to be known. You understand? I am to be known. One who knows Krishna, he knows Veda. But these Mayavadis don't know Krishna and they don't know Veda. But they boast that they know both Veda. They are the only Vedantists. So Mahaprabhu's Supreme Authority defeated them, broke down their teeth. No, Vedanta means toothless. You don't know Veda. You understand? It's all erroneous explanation, speculative explanation you are given. It's not authoritative. You understand? That's Mahaprabhu said. So, you can understand, and we can understand this thing. How this, therefore, this philosophy of this Mayavadis are erroneous philosophy, confusing. Mayavadi Bhasya Sunile Hoy Sarvanas. Therefore Mahaprabhu warned us. Don't associate with Mayavadi. Don't listen to their philosophy. You'll be doomed. You understand? Your bhakti bruti will be completely lost. You understand? Warned us. So, here in this part is Adilila, Srila Kaviraj Goswami is just giving a summary of the whole description given, or narrations given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Then he will begin detail. He will give detail. So in Madhya Lila, 6th chapter, you will find detail of this discussions of Mahaprabhu with the Mayavadis at Kashi. That will speak. This detailed thing is there. So, you can understand all these things when you are the student of this Vaishnava philosophy. You should know this philosophy very well. How can you defeat Bhagavad's philosophy? Gopinath, how can you do it? Know it correctly. So read Sanskrit, grammar. No. Why not? Why not? Why do you think that it cannot be? It is impossible for you. Not impossible for Krishna. Not impossible for Mahaprabhu. Beg his mercy. Mukam karoti bhasalam. Mukam karoti bhasalam. Pangu langati giri. Jat krupa sambande. Sri Guru Dinatarine. Mukha, a dumb, will be an eloquent orator on Vedic philosophy. Eloquent orator is a dumb. A cripple can make mountaineering. Obtaining whose krupa? Sri Guru Dinatarine Paramananda Madhava. Krupa of Sri Guru Krupa Paramananda Madhava. If you can get his mercy, you are mukha, you will become eloquent Vedic orator. You are dumb, isn't it? Aren't you dumb in this affair? Vedic truth, Vedic knowledge, you are dumb. You can't speak anything. But you get his mercy. Sri Guru, Paramananda Madhava, then you will be Vedic orator. Eloquent orator. Beg his mercy. Why do you say no? And this life, no. Why? Why so pessimism? Why? No pessimism. You understand? There's no pessimism. It's all optimism. You understand? Beg his mercy. He'll empower you. He'll empower you. You understand? And as soon as you open your mouth, this will all come out. You understand? As the case of Kashmir had got the mercy of Saraswati Devi. You understand? And he was so much proficient in this material scholarship, Jod Panditya. Saraswati was saying, getting the mercy of Saraswati. But we beg the mercy of Suddha Saraswati. You understand? Narayanam namaskrutyam narasthaiva narottamam Devi Saraswati vyasam tato jaye mudirayat. We say Devi Saraswati. You understand? Gopinath, with this Saraswati, is not material Saraswati. The Krupa that Keshav Kashmir got from Saraswati, not that Saraswati. Our Saraswati is Suddha Saraswati, who is in spiritual world, is not material world. You understand? And this Saraswati in material world is an expansion of that Saraswati. And we beg the mercy of that Saraswati. Therefore we chant in the beginning of this, Narayanam namaskrutyam naram saiva narottamam deving Saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudire. This verse is there in first canto Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah? We beg mercy from Narayana, Naranarayana Rusi, Vyasadeva and Saraswati. Because they have given this. If you can get the mercy of such personalities, you'll be an eloquent speaker. Why not in this life? Why? Why such pessimism? Give up this pessimism. You understand? They are awaiting. They are ready to give you blessings. But you don't want such rascal. Such rascal, unfortunate fellow. You are such unfortunate fellow. You don't want it. Oh, no, in this life. Why? Why such pessimism? They are ready. They are awaiting. Oh, this is such unfortunate fellow. Not. It doesn't want. We are awaiting. We are ready to give, but it's not seeking. Not seeking. Such unfortunate fellow. Thank you.